Hey, good day, everyone. It's Ronco Johnson, your lifestyle focused wealth coach. This is when the lights go out. Are you ready? Hey, listen, today we're going to be talking about why financial literacy, in my opinion, is broken. And we're going to talk about how AI is creating a new class of wealth builders. Are you ready? Come on, y'all. This is the episode where we talk about most people don't have money problems. They have income architecture problems. That's the real deal. And no amount of budgeting, savings, or financial advice fixes that part. If you can't architect your income, if you don't know how to intelligently and intentionally build your income, you're missing the point. Financial literacy, as it's taught today, assumes income already exists. And that assumption is broken. This is what we're going to be talking about on today's episode. And I'm going to be highlighting some of the framework of our upcoming seminar and the things that we can do to overcome this and put you in the right driver's seat for your future. So stick around. I'm Ronco Johnson, your host. Come on inside. We got room for you. See you there. Hey, good day. It's Ronco Johnson, your lifestyle focused wealth coach. Thank you for joining us. This is when the lights go out. Are you ready? And before we get started, click the like button, click the subscribe button right below. But first, let's just jump right to it. See, we've been taught for generations. How many of us have been taught this? We've been taught for many generations of how to manage money. And they don't have any consistency because they don't earn consistently. Does that make sense? So let me explain. Your income instability is a very real problem. It's the enemy. And financial products, they don't create wealth. That's not what they do. See, AI has changed how income is being created. I mean, right now you can actually go online and just whatever you think about, whatever you just imagine, you can come up with an idea, type it into the computer, and bam, wow, voila, you got it. You have it right there in your hands. That's not how it was used to be. That's not how it used to be. But no one has integrated what I call integration and integrated it correctly with financial structure. See, in today's world, the new millionaire, he's like 15 years old. He's like 23 years old. And you can see it from everywhere. If it's sports, if it's the young man doing podcasts, if it's the lady being a model and all she had to do was work out and look good, they're making millions of dollars, but there is no financial structure of what they should do with it. And AI without structure creates chaos. Structure without income creates frustration. And that's where lifestyle focused wealth comes into play. Yes, this is a deep dive conversation. We won't have time to go through the whole deal today because I'm going to be saving that for you in our upcoming summit and a seminar. And I want you to be in the room. I can't just give you all the secret sauce, but you can see where this is a problem. This can be a problem that bothers not only the person making the money, but in some cases, the parents of those kids that are making money. Whether it be an NIL deal, maybe it's a shoe deal, or maybe you're just selling a lot of stuff on one of the products on the social media. It's still an issue because when you start earning income, you still owe taxes. And that is a situation that we have a solution for. So here's the new situation that we're going to talk about. This is why I teach artificial and financial intelligence at the same time. And we call that AFI, because you hear about AI and you hear about financial education. We just called it financial intelligence. Artificial and financial intelligence merge together, and it breaks down like this. AI is the earning power. It's the absolute earning power. And financial intelligence is the preservation, the control, the longevity. And I like to say financial intelligence, not literacy, not education, because just like AI, we stack all the information to create something very specific for you. And that education needs to be your understanding, because one product doesn't do it. I'm sorry. Your Roth IRA is not going to be enough. Not without the education, not without the intelligence. I'm sorry, your 401k, it turns into an old no K. That's not going to be the end of it. And for you high income earners out there that are revolutionizing the way people earn money, money doesn't solve all your problems. It's just a new batch of problems maybe your mom and dad don't have the answer for, because they haven't earned that type of money that fast, that early in their lifetimes. Am I making sense to you today? If I'm making sense to you today, all I want you to do is put it in the chat and let me know that you're there. Tell me your name. Tell me where you're from. It's a good day, good day, good day. This is a hot topic. It's everywhere. Did you know the top earning potential jobs, the two top, and out of the top 5, 4 of them are AI related? Yes, if you think AI is not here, you're missing the bus. The bus is already on. People are already on it, and it's already rolling, sweetheart. It's already rolling. And I can tell you, being one of the more innovative people is important to what you do. If you want to be a number 1% thinker, legacy mover, prime movers don't move slowly. They move with speed. They jump on it right away. We got to get on it right away. AI can give you the answers right away. Guess what? I got to make sure that I say this for you. For those of you who have your 9 to 5 that are still thinking about, hey, it's taking your jobs, let me shift your mindset for just a second. It's not taking your job. That's an old way of thinking as well. No one's taking your job. However, we are enhancing your abilities to do your job faster, saving you time. That's what this is all about. It's saving you time so that you can spend more time doing the things that you really want to do with who you want to do it with. We've been taught for generations how to manage money, and they don't consistently earn money. That's a problem. Income instability is a real enemy. Financial products don't create wealth. AI has changed how income is created. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, that structure that I'm talking about ain't there. No one's discussing the financial structure of what you should do, which means the more money you earn using AI, that structure needs to be in place. The more money you earn, the larger the chaos gets. Why? Because, like I said earlier, structure without income creates frustration. AI without structure creates chaos. We need to be thinking about that, folks, because I know there's some of you that's out there today that's probably thinking, hey, I need to leave my job. I need to leave my job today. And you found this new tool that you can go home and think of whatever you want to think of. If it was manufacturing, if it was just creating some toy or what have you, you've learned that you could do that right away. You've learned that you can do that right away, right? And I might even show you some cool things that we've done in AI over the weekend. I'm so happy. I've been in an AI summit all week. I've been sitting in front of Alicia Little all week. And then I was in front of Russell Brunson a week ago for 4 days, 11 hours straight. Let me tell you, you need to start capitalizing on your business. You need to start rethinking your business. If the position that you're in has a ceiling for income, you need to rethink your structure. Because these days, in this current atmosphere, this current economy, young people don't know a ceiling. They don't have one. It goes as far as their creation can go, as far as their imagination can go, as quickly, as fast as the speed of AI. Learning the tools keeps you profitable. Here's the breakdown. It's simple. AI equals earning power. Financial literacy and financial intelligence equals preservation, control, and longevity. So, and to put this in a correct order, number 1, education. Number 2 is income. Number 3 is the structure. And number 4 is your legacy. And what do you want it to be? I've always said it. It doesn't matter what you do. Your legacy is being written, whether you like it or not. Either you're prepared for it or you're not. Are you ready? Because if you're not ready, you're having a lights out moment. Absolutely. You're having a lights out moment. I just want to go ahead and get that out there for you because people, we've always said this, people don't plan money. We hope to earn, you know? We don't. We don't plan money. We hope to earn. You're going to plan your trip and say, oh, I hope I can earn that money for Africa, and I'm leaving in 2 weeks. True. We structure money. We structure the money that we already control. What I'm saying by that is if you have control of the dollars that you already have, you can structure what you want to do with it. If I need to take off and go to Virginia tomorrow, I know that if I got my pool of money, I can make that move right now. Hey, everybody, I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. Good day. Good day. Good day. Good day. I see all of you out there. Put this in the takeaway. Man, I'm going so fast. I'm going to give it to you all at the beginning. I'm going so fast because it's true. It is so true that we got to stop and think about, wait a minute. If the average person doesn't plan money and we hope to earn money, isn't that a problem? Imagine, suppose somebody borrowed $1,000 from you today. They plan to pay you back. What they didn't tell you is their money's not consistent. So they're hoping to earn money by the time you need it. Let me ask you another question. If you knew that was their internal thought, would you loan them the money? Put that in the chat. Put that in the chat. Yes or no? I want to see how many gracious people are out there. Would you loan somebody $1,000 going in full well knowing they didn't have a plan on how to pay you back? They were just hoping they will earn the money to pay you back by the deadline. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to say, hell no. Hell no. If people are coming to you and asking you for money, but don't have a plan how to pay it back, and they don't have any structure of money that they don't control, they don't have any control, we got to start thinking differently about the things that we see, the things that we're coming into contact with, folks. We got to start thinking differently. It would be different if you had a dividend check coming every month. It would be different if you were getting payroll every month. It would be different if you had passive income coming from your real estate every single month. It would be different if you were an AI professional and you had multiple lines of business coming in consistently. And you could turn $3,000 to $5,000 just like that, 7 times a day in one day. Yes, those kind of people, they're not hoping. They're not playing with you, folks. The world's not playing with you right now. You know, I had the great opportunity to hear Eric Thomas speak yesterday. And what he said was something so true. E.T. said something that was so true. And I'm just going to share it with you guys because I love you. He said, I need you to stop for a second. All you busy high earners out there, and I've been one of them, where you've had many people, yes men, no men, yes women, no women. Okay. And you need a staff. Think about what you need in your life. I want you to think about what you might need right now in your life. Give me 3 positions that you would hire right now. Take your pen out, write it down, put it in the chat. Give me 3 positions. If you could hire somebody, what would they do for you right now? Are they your personal assistant? Are they your attorney? Are they your lawyer? Are they your financial professional? Do you need a copyright? Do you need a promoter, an advertiser? Put it in the chat. I want to see. I'll put it in the chat. I want to see. What would you hire? If you could, what would you hire? Because you hiring these professionals is necessary. This necessary. Why is it necessary? Because if I could build a team of 10 of Ronco Johnsons, I could be more efficient. I can make things happen faster. Put that in the chat. If you agree with me, put that in the chat. See, what Mr. Thomas said was so true. He likes to work early in the morning. He says, what time do I get up? I get up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Why? Because that's when his ideas flow the most. His ideas flow the most. Why? Because it's uninterrupted. But who on your staff will be up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning? For you entrepreneurs out there, you understand what I'm saying, because sometimes you got to be up at night because that's the only time that you have time. When there's no phone ringing, when there's no people bugging you. That's the only time. That's the only time that you have available. 3 o'clock in the morning. I need you to think about it. If you're going to build a relationship with your team, the best assistant that you could ever have works 24 hours a day. When you have an idea at 4 o'clock in the morning, it's working. When you got a question about something that's been on your mind all day long, it's working. And when you do come to some kind of resolve that you want to act now, it's ready. It's activated right now. Not tomorrow, not 6 weeks from today. Right now. Right now. Y'all, the opportunity of a lifetime is right now. Prime movers move with speed. I'm telling you. You don't get rich slow. You get rich quick. Are you ready for that? Are you ready for that? If you're still sitting down thinking about it, guess what? Go to your chat GPT, go to your Copilot, and ask it, why am I still waiting? What is it about me that's making me stop myself, sabotage myself right now? Is it because we don't have structure for money that we want to control? Because, see, one of the biggest fears of having money is not having structure. And that's why wealthy people go broke. That's why lottery winners go broke. That's why athletes do dumb things and they lose their money, because they don't have the structure. See, I can't wait to the end of February. You need to go ahead and fasten your seatbelts, because through our Ronco Johnson Foundation, and our foundation is for financial literacy. So we've built systems that teach people how to create AI-powered income first, then structure it correctly. And that's where we're going to come in and play. Our lifestyle-focused wealth philosophy, our community, that's you, are going to be part of that. Helping these young entrepreneurs who are generating massive returns. Find structure. And I want to make sure that we understand that first, we got to clarify. This is education, not advice. The business ownership as modern financial literacy. Yes, because people are jumping into business, but they don't have any business savvy. But they're going into it to make money, but they're not going into it necessarily thinking that they're going into business. So part of our deal is we're going to have an opt-in advisory that's offered later on. It's not going to be forced, but our team at L.R. Johnson and Associates and others will be coming in to help coach you on the structure, because you're going to need the language. Our lifestyle focused wealth philosophy is taught with our advisors. Here, we're talking about our lifestyle focused wealth system, the actual physical system, the physical system with the methodology in it, giving you the tools, the work flows of how to save time, save money, build more revenue, minimize taxes. We have a system for that. So once you go through that, you're going to want to be with advisors that understand the system that you learned. There's a philosophy behind it. System and philosophy, they connect. You're going to want to find someone who's in alignment with the way you're thinking. Come February 27th, I'm going to be hosting a live session right here at 1 o'clock. I'm hopeful that this session is going to be the one session that breaks down this system in full. Go ahead and mark your calendars. Tell your friends right now, February 27th, I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. That's going to be my launch date, because this is not motivation. We're going to be talking about architecture. We're going to be talking about building. We're going to be talking about it, though, to the people that are serious about building income that funds real wealth. I mean, wealth. When I say wealth, I'm not talking about cash. I'm talking about having the ability to take a trip, knowing that I'm making money when I'm sleeping. I'm talking about people, places, things, building relationships that matter, deeper relationships. You know, while I was in these classes this week, I just had a friend of mine pass away. Rest in peace, rest in peace. But you know what I remember about his legacy? Is it didn't matter any time I landed foot in Nevada, Las Vegas, he stops what he's doing to spend time with me. Dinner, golf, meeting new friends, Super Bowls, it didn't matter. Meeting new people, bowling, whatever it was. He made everybody feel warm. And some of you that are on this podcast, 2 years ago, we did our Lifestyle Focused Wealth trip to the Super Bowl, and you got to meet him. And if you got to meet him, put it in the chat that I'm telling the truth. This guy was warm. That's the kind of wealth I'm talking about. I'm talking about the kind of wealth that when you leave the room, it leaves with you. I'm not talking about your car. It can't go with you. When you leave this room, this earth, this body, these material items, your watches, your money, it can't go with you. Your real wealth is what leaves with you when you leave the room. Those memories, those relationships, how you treated people. Were you a person of your word? Did you have high integrity? Were you a workhorse? If you're really serious about building income that funds that type of real wealth, where you can focus on experiences and building deeper, more meaningful relationships with family, friends, with people who just effing rock with you, this is your invitation. February 27th, we're going to do it right here, YouTube Live right here. And I'm probably going to title it How AI is Rewriting Financial Literacy, because it's why income comes before wealth. We need to be thinking about it. Your income is actually coming before wealth. Did you plan for that? Oh, you guys, am I making sense? Am I making sense? Put that in the chat. If you're understanding the gravity of what we're talking about right now, please put that in the chat. Say, I understand. Give me a thumbs up. Tell me I feel you. Let me know. Let me know that you feel what I'm saying, because some people out here don't. Some people just won't get it. They won't get it. Okay? Because it's already happening. Financial literacy worked the way it's taught. But most professionals wouldn't be broke in disguise. If it was really taught a certain way, you would have learned how to handle the money before you got it. You would have had a plan for how you handle your money before you got it. You know, this past week, I'm sharing another story with you. I have a young man that's just got a wonderful NIL deal. It's a 6-figure deal. It's a $500,000 deal. But as I was talking to his advisorial team, it's like, well, let's talk about it when he actually gets his check. No, we don't want to talk about it when he gets his check. We got to put a plan in place so he can already visually see what he's got to do with his money once he receives it. Not wait till he receives it and then put a plan together. We put the plan together first. See, we've been teaching people how to manage money without teaching them how to how to reliably create it. What am I saying? I just want to go ahead and make sure I get this straight. Understand that if you're investing your money properly, it makes money for you. So if we're teaching people who already have money how to reliably create money, they never run out of what? Money. Putting these dollars in our very secret financial tool makes perfect sense. It should be mandatory. Your car is not mandatory. Your house is not mandatory. You start saving and you start working usually way before you own your first house or before you had your first car. I know at least I did. Started working when I was 10 and 11 years old. I used that money to buy a bicycle. And at that bicycle, I took it to my first real job. Folks, I'm here to tell you. I'm really just here to tell you that I'm beginning to see that the failure of traditional financial planning is among us. These rules that you have had, let's really just try to refocus here because I don't want to scare anybody. I'm just a realist that deals with these things because traditional financial planning assumes stable income. Most people don't have stable income. Most people don't have stable income. Put that in the chat. If you heard what I said, don't have stable income. Most people are not keeping their jobs the way they used to. They do not keep that job 30 years. Their retirement plans don't have pensions. At least when we create pensions, pensions created more income. That's gone. AI changed income creation. But no one updated the system, not the financial system. You can't opt out. You can't opt out of a plan because it's inconsistent income. You can't do that. I'm going to say it a different way. When I start to look at the differences between people planning and people without a plan, you cannot outplan inconsistent income. You cannot outplan inconsistent income. You cannot outplan inconsistent income. Traditional financial planning is failing us all because most people don't have income. You can't outplan inconsistent income. I need y'all to think about it. For almost 3 decades, I've been sitting here saying, and I've been watching it in my, I'm up to here. I'm up to here because I know I'm walking around with a solution, but it's been a calling on my spirit, on my life, to be able to sit here and talk to people like you. That if you've been up to here with all the BS about what you should do with your money, put this way, put that way, being told to do, you're being told what to do because you're going to be in a continuous hamster wheel. Every holiday, you're chasing it. Every Christmas, you're chasing it. Every Thanksgiving, you're chasing it. In the meantime, your family members are dying. You're getting older. Kids are growing. And guess what? I'm going to call it this. Most kids are being abused every single day. Here's why. This is the one thing that they don't talk about. The actual abuse comes from the parents who haven't been able to show and lead by example. I said it. I said it. Here's why. A lot of us are relying on school systems to teach. They don't teach financial literacy. Your child is watching how you behave with money, and they inherit your habit. If you're not responsible, if you're up to your ears in debt, if you think loans don't matter, guess what your child is doing? They're probably following your footsteps. And that needs to stop. This is where we can introduce to you. This is where we introduce to you the solution. This is where artificial and financial intelligence comes in. This is where it all comes together. AI creates income leverage. We're going to talk about leverage, how to use leverage. AI creates income leverage because you can do anything and put it together. Financial intelligence preserves and multiplies that leverage. Let me explain to you why. Because most AI consultants, on average, make $3,500 an hour. And it can go from there to up to $8,000 to $10,000 an hour if you're an expert, like I am, an expert. Those billable hours add up. Most people can't afford my time. Most people can't. But it's one thing to say you can't afford my time, but suppose you had inconsistent income, but you made millions of dollars and you had inconsistent income, and now the tax is due on that money that you made a couple years ago. Do you have your structure when the lights go out? Are you ready for that? Are you ready for that? You know, in the news, I just read the other day that my alma mater is caught up in I'm going to call it a cheating scandal. The young man, I've known him, I've seen him since his freshman year. Never in a million years would I ever thought that the decision that he decided to make as a sophomore, freshman or sophomore, would come back to hit him at the time where he's a senior year, possibly going to see a pro contract in the future. Gone. Gone because of a decision that he made out of scarcity. Folks, I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. These decisions that we're making out of the scarcity mindset, we got to start having the conversation about abundance thinking. Because one without it collapses. It collapses. You know? When we have this conversation, we'll have education, we'll have income, we'll talk about structure, and then we're going to talk about your legacy, those 4 pillars, those 4 legs to the stool, to give you some groundwork, some foundational work, so that we understand that education is important. The income is gratifying. The structure is mandatory, and your legacy is your control to build. Through our foundation, the Ronco Johnson Foundation for Financial Literacy, we teach people how to build AI-powered businesses as a form of modern financial literacy. We teach this. And I just want to clarify, there's no selling, there's no products, there's no advising here. We teach income creation first because income funds the financial strategy. This is why we're helping build it from the bottom. We're going to go down to the gutter and we're going to help build them up. We're going to be part of the root system. Not going to wait till you get there where your lifestyle is all about belief systems that aren't true, that cause you to make your wealth decay, make your time decay, make your time with your family and friends limited. I feel like I'm coaching today. Are y'all with me? Am I going in too hard on you? Am I going in too hard on you? I see y'all blowing up here in the chat. Boy, I tell you. Hey, Sam. Hey, Donna. What's happening? Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Happy Friday, y'all. Hey, to my team, my inner circle team. Hey, what's happening? I see you. I just want to make sure you're right. I do. I really do. I want to make sure you guys are right. Because I take it personal when I see somebody that I know that's a good person not get it right. These are real circumstances, because who this is for or not for, this is for professionals. This is for founders. This is for coaches, advisors, operators. That's what this is for. Who it's not for, it's not for the dabblers. It's not for the shortcut seekers, the get rich quick people. This is not what we're all about. If you're a person that's unwilling to build yours from the bottom up, it's probably not where we are. If you think it's going to take a long time, your thought process is off. Why? Because in the world that we're in, if you're in the world with AI, you know as well as I do, it's not who comes out the block first. AI is the equalizer. It's got tremendous long-term speed. Put that in the chat. Tremendous long-term speed. It's going to catch your efforts. It's going to catch your efforts. And it's going to surpass it. And if you know that, and I know that, it absolutely makes sense to start having a conversation about building the structure first. But I'm not going to wait for someone else to build it. We're not going to do that. We're going to go ahead and build it. Why? Because we're the 1% thinkers out here anyway. That's why I'm in the top less than 1% in the world of what we do. We got to start thinking this way. We got to start thinking this way. Because I'm going to go ahead and tell you, you're going to want to be part of our lifestyle focused wealth planning system. And in order to do that, you're going to have gold access to it. And we're going to talk to you about that at a later time, at a later date. Today, you may not know what I'm talking about. But like I said before, we build AI-powered systems for AI-powered income engines that fund real wealth. AI-powered income engines that fund real wealth without becoming an advisor. We want to be sure that we get this information out there. Why? Because you could take a person that's saying, I'm homeless, I don't have a job. They can still learn AI. They still have creativity. They may not have internet, but that might be an investment opportunity for you to pull somebody off the street to get them working. One simple idea, one simple yes is the difference between someone going with or without. See, modern financial literacy starts with earning power today. It really does. The real problem is financial education without income is theory. A lot of people are talking about what they believe is going to happen. AI without structure is chaos. Planning without cash flow is a fantasy. Come on, y'all. It's a fantasy. Are you going to wait? And you're going to wait on somebody from our government to help you? Just like all the other empty promises that are out there, I can promise you this. You're going to be waiting for a long time because no one's coming. No one's coming. And the decision that you make today is a decision that you made. You're going to have to lie in that bed. Our lifestyle focused wealth system is only going to be delivered through the Ronco Johnson Foundation, which gives you an opportunity to be a front row seat, a founding member of a nonprofit organization that's giving back to communities that are underserved, giving them the opportunity to build. And if they're going to build their wealth, they're going to position their wealth so that that wealth keeps giving them income so they can focus on wealth, experiences, wealth of knowledge, wealth of compassion, wealth of giving to give to someone else, sharing amongst our peers, feeding the hungry emotionally, intellectually, spiritually. See, this is what you're going to end up getting. You're going to get advisor-assisted AI business build. That's what you're going to get. We're going to have proven templates. We're going to have high verticals. You're going to get the business structure, the tax literacy. You're going to have credit and capital readiness education, access to our AFI framework, artificial financial intelligence framework. And last but not least, we're going to give you a pathway to our platinum and inner circle. Yes, it's coming. You got time to prepare. It ain't cheap. It ain't cheap. Somebody said to me, it's pretty expensive, huh? I said, well, it depends on how you frame it. If I told you your opportunity to get involved was $10,000 and I just left it that way, it probably is expensive to you because $10,000 is a lot of money. But, I was listening to Myron Golden say, the one thing that I can honestly say that is absolutely true, because I've done it for decades, giving away free information. People don't use it because it was free. There was nothing there that made them want to use it. Why? If you're a TikTok lover, if you're a YouTube lover, you can go online, you can get all the information, but you're not going to get the structure because it's free. We can give you the introduction. But like he said, people who pay attention. And the people who pay more attention. Think about how much money you paid for college. Some of you guys hadn't even made that back yet. You're still carrying debt from 30 years ago. How's that working out for you? The financial structure has kept you in debt, in bondage, in chains. You still owe someone. You're a slave to someone. Your credit report is a slave to someone. That's not freedom. That's not how it was supposed to be. But our program, when you really think about it, how much does that cost you? That costs you well much more than $10,000. That time costs you well more than $10,000. But if we were to put you in a financial situation where you could pay this and literally go out the next day with 2 clients earn more than what you paid for the class and come out debt-free and know exactly what to do with the cash as it flows through your hand, through your banking system, and then out to the world because you understand leverage. How valuable is that? If you knew that $10,000 was going to unlock you to a world of millions of dollars, and you could replace that 10 almost as fast as you gave it, what's really expensive? You waiting? That's what's expensive. You better be first in line to get this train when it comes off the track, because it's already moving. It's already moving, okay? We already know where it's heading. If you're in the chat today and you have any questions about what I'm talking about, when I come back, I'm going to take a small break, and I'm going to come back and talk about some of the fun that I've had over the last week playing with AI, dealing with AI, talking to customers and clients about AI. And if you're one of those people that has a business and you really could use more employees and you want some more information about how you could be helped, how you could be coached, stick around. I may have some ideas for you. Go to roncojohnson.com. Schedule your one-on-one meeting with us now. I mean, right now. Because it's getting ready to get hot. It's getting ready to go up from here. Those of you that have been waiting to get in the room because something was low and easy for you to get to, you've put it off. Well, here's your opportunity. Your opportunity is coming. Your opportunity is coming because we're going up from here. And you're still invited. I've never uninvited you, so you're still invited. Let's take that break, and I'll see you guys after the break. Hey, join our Lifestyle Focused Wealth community. Membership's starting at $16 a month when you pay the annual subscription. So register online today at www.lifestylefocusedwealth.com. Hey, it's Ronco Johnson, your Lifestyle Focused Wealth Coach. Thank you guys for joining us today. If we've been talking about why the financial literacy of today is failing, because things have just changed so dramatically in the last 3 years. Things have just changed. So different. It's so different. I had a friend of mine over the weekend. We were talking about building his resume. And I'm not saying that resumes are dead, but he's been out of the workforce so long that his resume might as well be in a coffin. But he was talking about picking up a side job, a second job, a third job. And I just mentioned to him how easy it is today to find a job. It's so easy to find an opportunity out here. He said, no, it's not. People are not hiring. I said, yeah, but you are. You should be able to hire yourself. Because if you're looking for a job, that means you're open to start one 24 hours, 7 days a week. What separates us all is not about the job you have, it's the belief system that you can do what you do. When we start thinking about how much value you bring and you start to leverage the value that you bring by teaching other people what you know how to do, not necessarily what you're doing, but what you know how to do, how valuable is your information to someone else? Just on that alone, you can make a career. I hope that today's episode has really driven home some ideas for you. because we do need to make sure that, hey, we do. We need to make sure that you join a community that cares about you. We want to put you in the room where millionaires and billionaires actually lie, and they're here. We're all here together. We're all here together, right? And if we're all here together, I think it only makes sense that we have these deep dive conversations with our brothers and our sisters. Because if we don't have these conversations, who can we depend on to help us out of situations? One of the fun things that we did was over the weekend, and I got a chance to think about it, and it's as we're playing around with AI, some of the fun tools that we get the chance to create is the fact that almost anything you want, can be created. Just some of the fun tools that we put out there this week. This is my mini-me. If you can see, he's wearing our shirt. Be the change. Own nothing. Control everything. This is going to be one of the best sellers out there. You're going to be able to get this on everywhere. Who wouldn't want that? I don't know if it looks like me or not, but who wouldn't want that? He's even got the RJ slippers on. How creative is that? And I'm your financial person, right? Come on, y'all. When you can do these types of things, these opportunities that we're talking about are limitless. They're limitless. I just want to make sure you see this. Let me bring that back up for me one more time. Bring that back up. I want to make sure that you're seeing this. He's already advertising for us. Be the change. Be the change. If this was your toddler, wouldn't you want them to have that? Wouldn't you want them to have? Let me zoom in on his shirt right there. Look at that. Own nothing, control everything. Why are we saying that right now? It's because of the fact that if we start living through trust and corporations and start understanding how to leverage, you know how powerful this message really is when your kids are playing with it? Right? When your kids are playing with it. So we want to make sure that we start getting these messages out to people. Why? Because we control the ability. We control the ability. You know? If you really think about what you control, you can do almost anything, especially when you're talking to parents. Here's some tips. This one here, we worked on some tips just for the fun of it. And put it in a way that you can understand. It's fun. This stuff is meant to be fun. I'm going to share it with you. This is what it looks like. For our AI consultants, register. Learn our lifestyle-focused wealth philosophy. Create a trust. Learn tax minimization strategies. You can learn how to boost it with AI and then create your own banking system, because we're trying to make learning fun for you. Fun and smart learning. That's artificial and financial intelligence combined together through the Ronco Johnson Foundation. Just some of the things that you need to be looking forward to doing. And these are some of the things that we're looking forward to bringing to you here in the future because, like I said, everything you're talking about, everybody we're dealing with, they're thought leaders. How can you get your communication out there? How can we help you build your brand? How can we help you leverage your intellectual property? How can we help? How can we help? And I know that's the end of our music, but today I just want to make sure that you understand today. Today is a day when we can get these messages out because we're seeing it over and over again. And I'm beginning to see people make the mistakes and they don't have to today. They don't have to today. Why? Because they're coming from a scarcity mindset. And it's sad. This is just a cartoon that we've made. If you notice, all the kids are wearing Lifestyle Focus Wealth Summit shirts. You can see that. This one here is for NIL parents, for those kids that are athletes or entertainers or what have you, and they're getting ready to go off to school and earn money, but they need to have this wealth conversation first. And then we need to start thinking about using their personal brand as a business. And then we want them to stay focused. We want them to train hard, but we also know that they need to leverage their brand using a boost of AI on social media and everything else. And it doesn't matter if it's a young person or an entrepreneur that's just starting out. But once you start creating your budget, you don't just run to the bank. Let's be intentional about where you're going. Yes, your money goes to the bank, but when you get all of your money, the money there, is it earning a dividend for you? If the answer to that is no, then we need a different alignment. What do you think? Don't you think? I think we need a different alignment. I really do. Because we want to teach our kids to create a budget and save, but in your family banking system, our very secret family banking system. This is what we want them to do. This is where they should be posting their money. This is where they should be learning where their dollars need to go. This is where they should be leaning on their parents and having their parents give them good stewardship and allowing them the opportunity to grow effectively. Effectively. That's the difference. That's the difference, y'all. We're having these deeper dive conversations because there's someone out there that you need to help. It might just be to help yourself. It might just be to help a cousin, a brother, a family member. If this was your family member, wouldn't you want them to have this information? Well, folks, we can help. We definitely can help. But it's time for you to start acting now. It's time for you to start acting now. Because the world needs people who understand what we're doing. Have you built a legacy worth remembering? I pray and I hope that you're taking my words to heart because it is very true. When the lights go out, are you ready? If you've been a good person, if you've been a person that has been reliable with stewardship, If you're a person who understands integrity, you understand why we do what we do. And you understand living life is much more than the balance sheet. Wealth is much more than that. Take the time. Take the time and learn how you can be helpful. Because the legacy you'll be leaving behind it leaves the room when you leave the room. And when you leave the room, they're going to always say, that person was a good person. Thanks to that person helped me have a better understanding of the roots of my financial tree that keeps feeding everybody around me. And because of that, that guy helped me unlock the controls that I was having, the attachment that I was having to all things material. And once I learned to detach, my tree started to grow. I started to attract the people to me, the money to me, the career to me, the spouse or girlfriend to me. I started to see things differently because of that wisdom. And that wisdom is also another thing that leaves the room when you do. Hey, that's my time for today. I'm Ronco Johnson. You've been listening to When the Lights Go Out, Are You Ready? And I'm hopeful that this message rings true and you guys can listen to it, resonate with it, and start building on it today. And get ready for February 27th as we get ready to launch this bad boy, because we need you in the room. You, your friends, and your friends' friends, we need them in the room. Well, until then, I will see you next time. Catch me every Friday, 1 o'clock, right here, YouTube. Thank you so much for subscribing. I love you. God bless. And I will see you at the top.